terms of strategy that works with most associations is to picture something is a hub and spoke model. So when you're thinking about trying to increase your membership, trying to get certain strategic communications out to your audience, when you're talking about or thinking about retention, how do we have our members stay in our organization longer, which a lot of associations grapple with these days, is a hub and spoke model works very well. So if you're coming from an executive perspective or a marketing communications perspective, the hub, what you're thinking about is a hub's your website nowadays. No matter what you're doing out there with your communications, oftentimes it's going back to your website, whether it's traditional or digital these days, right? Everything's like going back to the site. It could be a press release, it could be a contact form, it could be member news. You're getting it out there through these different channels, which are the spokes up on the screen, and they're coming back to your website. So almost like when I talk high-level strategy with digital marketing, I like to show this on screen and suggest that you want to think about your marketing in two different categories. One is, how's my website doing? Is it fulfilling on why it exists? And just treat that as its own bucket and make sure it is. And make iterative improvements, if it's not, over time to the website. You want it to be fulfilling on certain goals or have identified key performance indicators and make sure that it's achieving those KPIs. And then secondly, as another bucket, think about the spokes. What are the various actions that I'm taking out there to cause that? And that gets into its own conversation, because that's where you could be spending money in human resource time on certain things that aren't actually fulfilling what they're intended to do, or the ROI is not good. So they're very separate conversations. One's about, is the people that's going to my site, are they fulfilling on their goals and what our goals are for that site? And then are we getting good ROI with our spokes? Hub and spoke model.